Today we are in Paris, Illinois, at a place that I am simply in awe of, and a woman who I'm in awe of as well, because this is amazing. Robin, thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you bringing us here to share your story. And let's begin with how your story started, because your concept of Betty Jane's Kitchen really started small, didn't it?
Yes, we started at the farmer's market, and then after we had a following at the farmer's market, we decided maybe we'd look through Paris and see if there were any properties that might work for a small bakery that would not be very busy. We found a shop, but as far as not being very busy, that never did happen. We were busy from the get-go. But we bought a house over on Madison Street. It's now KGB Deli. But we took the old farmhouse that was from our farm and took it down to the studs and completely remodeled it. So if you go in and you see the door frames and the floors, they all came from my grandma's house.
And so that concept of what you did there is what you did here.
Exactly.
At a bigger, expanded Betty Jane's Kitchen,
yes.
Right?
So we went from 900 square feet to 20,000 square feet. It was kind of a, I guess, go big or go home concept. So we tore down 300-year-old barns, me and a group of volunteers, and that was all during COVID. So we took all the barnwood and soaked it, and then ripped it, and then cut it, and then turned it into what we have here.
So this was a tire shop, and you turned it into this incredible space. How long did that take?
It took 18 months.
Wow.
Yep, it was a lot of work. Unfortunately, we weren't open by August, which was our plan. We ended up opening in November. We had our co-op girls, and so when they started school in August, we had to have something for them to do. So they became photographers, and we taught them how to decoupage. So if you come into our viewing area, you can see the whole remodel of the building decoupaged onto the ceiling.
And it's incredible to see.
Yes, and high schoolers did it.
You've created not only a place where you have your kitchen, and your kitchen where people can watch you do what you do, but you've got this great room that we're in right now, which is a reception hall as well, right?
Exactly. So we have a reception hall and a mercantile and our kitchen that you can watch us bake in. We have a bakery side and our kitchen side. We also have a coffee bar.
Okay.
And then our large dining space, which you can come and sit for hours. We do have young ladies and old family friends that have known one another forever, and they'll come in at 8 and they'll stay until we close at 4. And that's what it's all about. We don't want to go to a restaurant and be rushed out. We want to sit and have fellowship with one another, and that's what's important.
And families, what you just mentioned, there are families who have literally donated some of the tables, which, by the way, literally look like my grandma's table. Some of them donated by grandmothers who've passed, and these families still come back to eat at grandma's table.
They do.
That story is unbelievable to me. That shows the compassion and the feeling that people have for you in this community as well.
Yes, we have a good time. As far as community support, I live in the best community.
How did you learn to cook all of this?
So I say I get my culinary schooling from our church basement. So it was all the ladies at our church and my grandmas that invested the time and the fellowship and just the love and care in sitting and taking the time to teach me.
What are some of your favorite items as far as the bakery goes?
Oh gosh, my favorite thing to make is pie. And they laugh at me because when I take it out of the oven, I'm like, oh, look at this A-rated pie. It smells so good. I'm like, smell it, it smells so good. So those are my fun things. God has blessed me with definitely teaching and encouraging and inspiring, and so I try to pass that off onto my staff. My staff is amazing. They all want to learn and learn how to bake and to do it the right way, and it's fun to watch them succeed because they're equally as excited as when I take the pie out of the oven and it's like steaming and speaking to me and saying, yes.
Finally, if you had someone who's never been here before and they're watching this segment, what would you say would be the feeling you want to create for that first timer that comes to Betty Jane's Kitchen?
I would say when you come in, we not only want to feed your stomach, but we'd love to feed your soul as well.
I think you're doing just that in more ways than one. What a beautiful place this is. Betty Jane's Kitchen in Paris, Illinois, folks. This is the greatest place, and I hope you'll take time to visit and enjoy it. Not only a great piece of pie, but like she said, feed your soul, too. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I'll be going back, and I hope you will. This place was phenomenal. Located at 1249 North Main Street in Paris, Illinois, on the web at bettyjaneskitchen.net. Seek them out on Facebook. Betty Jane's in Paris, Illinois is how you'll find Betty Jane's Kitchen. The hours of operation are Tuesday through Thursday from 6:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. A great place for a lunch. On Fridays, they're open for dinner, and I hear they have some unbelievable fish and frog legs they serve on Friday nights. And on Saturday, they are open 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. A great place to enjoy lunch, and don't forget the pie. It's unbelievable. Betty Jane's Kitchen. Stay with us. We'll be back.